Somewhat seems to have lost their special effects, so like this under critical damage as well as added crit chance, but then it just lost the crit damage and really weapons in general. I think we've got different markers, overall, and there's definitely more than that. There's something that's pretty clear if you try out here, but with contagion, it just does less than it sucks now. It's really weird because like, if I do close to I do a ton of damage, basically one shot of those enemies. You know, clear hint of what to use in a lot of situations. And then when it comes to some of the legendary items, or just items in general, it's not clear if this is any work on the item category altogether, or if they accidentally re-roll people's legendaries. It is for somebody. Someone from the daily weapons in this game. It's pretty clear that they have these blanket perhaps something was weird or arrived in the update overall. So if you feel like you're doing less damage, you're definitely hurt. There's definitely different bumping curves for certain curves. It's going to get you towards the early to mid-game case up, I feel like unlimited characters are kind of over-damaging so much play that this doesn't actually have damage directly. But sadly, despite all of that, one thing that's important to things is the LG still doesn't have functional mod slots. When LGs in this game, these mod slots that first one just don't work and actually apply to the mods to that, which is really frustrating. It really stinks that in a way. It's pretty much coming up to fix the LGs after being functional at a high level before we start nerfing the whole other stuff. As far as performance goes, with this update things are largely the same. Obviously, you get or changes. We don't have an extra FPS here, but it definitely feels like across the board, these drops are low. And sometimes you can drag the like happening really at all anymore. On console, it feels like a similar story. Performance doesn't feel all that different.
Can't hide! You know that! I'm gonna eat your spleen! Maggots in my sights!
Finish the cunt!
Made this look a bit better on console roll settings on TV, and I feel like I noticed this immediately when watching the game. These just look a bit less grainy. The game overall was a little bit more clear.
Yeah, leave it to me. Flash wound! Flash wound!
Come on, show us the skin!
Similar performance while having more of the world. There's some small changes, but still are pretty cool. They added a date makes some journal entries. You got to get into the background, world, and lore. There's some quest you're doing. You got to filter for quest items.
NCPD! Kanicsproxy! What's wrong with you?
Now it actually applies to different
Got you all to myself! Ha ha ha!
like the current Cyberpunk history agency novel with 5 parts to close.
We're being hacked!
You're just gonna sit there forever. Huh?
Looking up your base, some of the boxing matches in the game are now complete. So if you're going to beat these for one reason or another, they're incomplete or they'll usually fail. So then credit for winning them in the locations like your own apartment. There are items in the inventory that might have new tag, even if you already have them. Although several perks got fixed, there's also some perks that seem to have broken, but some of the perks that were supposed to speed up reloads or fire reloads to happen in slow clicking, actually having the opposite effect, which is kind of a funny one. I had this weird issue with like concealing darkness. I kept it in a couple of saves, and even after a restart, where basically it would almost feel like shadows were taking over, and things would just kind of get dark and then fade away and get dark again. It was very odd. And unfortunately, again, even after loading other saves, this would persist. Keeping all of that sites seems to have been broken. There's also some more weird issues where you know all some users have this flat out crashing problem. Like after launching the game, it does not get past that intro cinematic, it's crashed immediately. There's a few posts about that. Also, some people are having some very strange saving issues. So after updating to 1.3 and then loading a save, they won't actually be able to create new saves on that character. But you just start new characters and do the same time. And I'm sure it's still a couple of those. But again, the more egregious bugs on the definitely I've only seen a couple of posts on them, but I have seen several posts. It's not like just one person, but several being affected. And then as I mentioned earlier, the absolute mountain of bug fixes with this update. And there's no possible way to get through them all. One of the big ones is they have the export painting, where you can sell it over and over. Several perks were fixed. There's a big list of what the perks are. The devs have started getting to. Some of them, unfortunately, not all of the perks work yet. We're 2 months in, and there's still broken perks. It seems like the permanent underwear issue on female being they've been resolved. 60 quests and 30 gigs that individual fixes. So there is a ton of fixed content. And actually a really cool byproduct of this update is several people who were having progress blocker issues embedded in their save log in to find those issues resolve themselves or getting an achievement or something completed because of whatever went wrong with this update. That's a really nice one. It's been a long-term problem. They fixed that pattern issue on the road in the city center where cars just smashed into the wall and actually went through the wall. That is resolved now, thankfully. And another pretty big one, traffic messages will now pop off at clothing vendors. Previously, they would only pop up the first time you went and then it'd bug out and they wouldn't be there after that. Now they are always there, thankfully. And again, it's simply not a comprehensive look. It's just some of these bigger fixes. Not even all of them. There's just way too many to possibly cover all of them in this video. But with the update overall, I think it's a great one for the game. It really did have the most new content. These updates tend to barely bring any new content, but in particular compared to those past updates. This one had a massive amount of bug fixes, but also a lot of new stuff. Perks working again. And it seems like we're starting to hit that point in Cyberpunk where we're transitioning from the bugs being the biggest focus to reworking some aspects of the game being the biggest focus, which I'm happy was finally here. I don't know, I would say this update overall is a great one. It still does feel unfortunate that it's been 8 months. It's the kind of stuff we kind of hoped to see almost 6 months ago. Obviously, there's a lot of implications with that, not functioning, the pandemic, actually working etc. As it stands right now, even with some of the newly introduced bugs, I still feel like Cyberpunk is in its best state ever after this update, but at the same time, if you're looking for a reason to play the game again, not really done for as much here to justify that. Honestly, you're probably just going to end up waiting until the expansions come out at some point in 2022 or even that next gen version. Either way, even though it took a little bit longer than I would have hoped, and a lot of people would have hoped, I feel like Crash 1.3 is a solid one for Cyberpunk. Unfortunately, it comes with problems of its own. The largest part is another step forward for this game. There's still several additional steps forward required, but based off what the devs have been saying, hopefully some of these next updates now finally are going to address not only some of those lingering bugs, but also start getting into finalizing some of the systems. As always, I hope you guys found this informative. There's definitely a lot to do through with this, but with that, I hope to see you all later.
Quite simply, we're just going to chug our majestic potion here and do a little bit of this, and wha-bam! Everyone's dead, including the Gigaboss who spawns in after you kill Maltron. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, he's back. Look at him. It's the majestic Brianna.
Don't even want to find you.
The most powerful video game character in the universe. That's right. All of your video game characters are pathetic in comparison to this being. He has the ability to just simply flick a finger in the direction of the strongest enemies in the game and watch as they melt away to oblivion. There is nothing this boy hasn't done, and my goodness, is he unstoppable. But today, we're going to make him even more powerful. That's right, today Brianna Keys is going to gain one ultimate power. The ability to kill anyone and anything from anywhere. But that's right, effectively we're going to be turning this man's body into a nuclear bomb, even though he is already dead. Oh, just look at him. Looks really biceps. That beautiful nerve also springs his lips. Brianna Keys truly is breathtaking. Quite literally as well, as he does have the ability to suck oxygen out of his lungs. But today things are going to be getting hot and spicy, particularly with one of the most broken overpowered spells in all of Skyrim, which was completely and utterly messed up by an intern, consequently allowing it to go from being a powerful spell with a decent range to being a spell that can destroy everything in one hit, and also have a range that has no limit. That's right, it's the ultimate spell of death, and we're going to take it for a spin. Now, of course, we're a very powerful boy, pretty much unstoppable, but if we do want to actually murder someone, at the moment we have to throw an arrow at them, which actually requires aiming, or we have to stab them with a knife, and it's the same heat yield as the sun. That's all fun and games, however, you still actually have to see your enemy, get close to your enemy. So today, we're going to be bypassing all of that. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're sat back, relaxed, give a nice warm cup of Yorkshire tea in hand. If you're feeling especially fantastic, you can like the video. Right now, it's time for us to go on our glorious adventure. Now, in order to gain this incredible power, we need to go on an adventure. An adventure to Dawnstar, my personal favorite location in Skyrim, not because it's nice or has any friendly locals, but simply because it contains, of course, the overpowered chest and infinite wealth of items, which all good Skyrim players must exploit on that journey. And if something is fun and beautiful, all you do is just wander to a mine and go, yoink, it's magical. And we look, there's even some overpowered items in there, including a powerful potion of paralysis, where targets are paralyzed for 10 seconds. Now that's pretty good. It's not quite as good as this one here, which actually paralyzes targets for 92,000 seconds. Ah, now that's true power. Anyway, we just want to run past Dawnstar and head off in this direction, whereby we're going to find a very, very special item. And there we go, I think we've arrived. As you can see right on over here, there's a whole bunch of flames. This is from one of the mages of Winterhold, getting a little bit too excited when practicing a fire spell. This here is Yisra. She's kind of set herself on fire and died. This is because she was messing about with this spell tome here, the spell tome of the Flame Cloak. But what does it do? Well, it teaches you the magical spell of Flame Cloak. A spell which is, pretty decent. For 60 seconds, opponents in melee range take 8 points of fire damage per second. Targets already on fire take even more damage. It's pretty fun and very jazzy. If we want to activate it, we want to dual wield it like this, charge it up, and then release. And now every single enemy in melee range to us, when they try and attack us, is going to start taking damage. So we're going to head on over to this lovely seal over here and try it out. Hello there, Walrusy boy. Come on, aggro on me. Aggro. Yep, and there we go. Now, as you can see, he's starting to set on fire. This is very effective. Anyone who walks into range will suddenly start melting away. Ah, yes. You don't like it, my friends, do you? Look, this spell's good, but it doesn't exactly have much range, and most importantly, it has one glaring issue. It doesn't do much damage. So naturally, if you were to pick up this spell as a player in game, you're going to think, okay, this spell kinda sucks. It's not exactly very useful. Why on earth would anyone want it? Well, it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, it's the most overpowered spell in the game. As now that we've learned this ability, we're just going to very simply travel on down to Dragon's Reach, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. Now, currently the Flame Cloak spell is really useless. In fact, it's more useless than this banana holder, which for some reason is one of the top selling items in the UK. Who needs a case for their bananas? But still, the Flame Cloak is useless, but it can have a purpose. It just needs to become more powerful. And so that's why we've wandered down here to Arcadia's Cauldron in Whiterun, hoping we might get much fun. Well, the ingredients that make a destruction potion. Most notably, attribute plus the heat by plus ectoplasm, glow dust, glow mushrooms, nightshade, or this dragon.
LCPD!
as well as the shoulders and potion destruction. And of course, remember, before doing any potion making, it's actually necessary to do potion making power. These little braces here that you can create black in 7,000 power. If you don't happen to only a piece of armor, which increases your potion making abilities by 40,000%, firstly, what on earth are you doing? And secondly, please watch me.
うちで子供が待ってんだから、さっさと出てきて終わらせようじゃないか。やってやろうじゃない。
And this silver ring is another 5,000% boost our potion making. Perfect stuff. I think we're now ready to actually make ourselves a potion of destruction. So, naturally, you go to the out of the lab, grab your ingredients, grab yourself some ectoplasm, and you'll find
People test me every day to play my potential. I swear bullets I need credentials. It's a real life essential. So got it the violence space mental. After the photo flashback is opening out of my game face on in my half that wham. Then it all just hit me. I just have myself in a Tiffany. Even for the rock or roll bomb victory. So we can be by Joe's activity. 11 of the wannabe singers at 70. Battling and nobody's talking another way. I'm another soldier in the California infantry. We gon' low, be paying more infamy. People from every cousin and listening. So we top screaming and whistling. Yes, some motherfuckers say that I'm dreaming. They say that I'm living a life without me.
900 points of poison damage. I imagine that's the nightshade element being added in there, which is very fun. Although they don't technically do 10,000% more damage, there's a little bit of a caveat. Destruction spells are 10,000% stronger for 60 seconds. But how do you calculate strength? Well, for most destruction spells, like for example this firebolt here, it's very simple. It just does slightly more damage, about 10,000% more damage, which isn't exactly the greatest thing in the universe. I mean, it's nice, but the issue is you've got to fire it off, it's got to actually hit its target and do damage, and it's too much fat. Instead, here at Spivco, we like to make the art of killing as easy as possible. Consequently, that's why the majestic thing about making destruction spells stronger means that for spells that actually do AoE damage, their range increases. Take the flame flip here, for example. For 60 seconds, opponents in melee range take 8 points of damage. But what is melee range? Is it how long you can extend your arm and hit an opponent? Or is it whatever the heck we want it to be? Because congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, it's the latter. So this is where the magic occurs, ladies and gentlemen, as we break Skyrim once more. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I've spoken to Rihanna Keeps, and he's got a fantastic offer for you. The first 10,000 people who like this video will be visited tonight by the beautiful, handsome, and radiant Rihanna Keeps. That's right, he'll stand at the edge of your bed, look at you, and emit such a glaring beam of light that it will evaporate your retinas. But trust me, it'll be worth it just to see that beautiful Rihanna Keeps. What an offer. Who couldn't agree? How could you possibly not like this video now? Anyway, onwards with Breaking Skyrim. Now what I've done is I've travelled to Morphle because there's someone's lair over there. What we're going to do is quite simply step into the lair and demonstrate an enlightened way of playing Skyrim. Because surely you could go about your day and actually, fight people, do quests, and engage in epic boss battles. Or alternatively, you could evaporate bone marrow off people's skeletons at a 1,000 meter range. And that's exactly what we're going to do, as it's time for us to enter into Morphle's lair. Oh yes, as you can tell, very evil place, very angry. People in here will try and murder us, but that's only if they can get to us. So if we just sneak our way in, let's see what kind of situation we've got going on in here. Look at that, there's a whole bunch of spiders down there, a whole bunch of angry spidey boys, but guess what? We don't need to fight them. No. You see, all you need to do in order to win every combat in the game is just to stand at the entrance of whatever zone you're heading into, choke yourself this incredible potion of fortified destruction. So we know to activate our flame cloak, equip it, and remember, this is going to do 10,000% more damage. However, 10,000% more damage also means 10,000% more range. Now, you will have noticed at the top of the screen a tiny red health bar appeared, and then immediately was destroyed. This is because everything in this entire dungeon has just died. These frostbite spiders all dead, instantaneously in fact. We can go even deeper into the dungeon, and as you can see, this witch I think standing right here, oh, are they abandoned? No, vampire thrall, instantaneously dead. Thank you very much, friend. We didn't even come into contact with them, but simply we detonated a nuclear bomb of fire at the start of the dungeon. Let's go even further into here. We got some kind of boss in here. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of dead bodies down here. A vampire thrall. I'll take your baked potatoes and gold, thank you. Who's this? Voltaire, Master Vampire. Well, he's not exactly a Master Vampire because he died instantly. And well, yeah, everyone in the dungeon is dead. I can just take their gold. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, this is true power. No matter the opponents being thrown our way by the game, it is physically impossible for us to lose. This vampire thrall here is dead. Where is this vampire thrall, ladies and gentlemen? Well, if we look at the map, the entrance is here, and we evaporated them over here. This is true range. A bow and arrow, you can only shoot what you can see, but the flame cloak spell, with a potion of destruction maxed out to oblivion, has the ability to do anything. Effectively, we stood in the starting corridor of this cave, detonated napalm that just flooded all of the corridors of the maze simultaneously, murdering anything that has the potential to be hostile. This spell is amazing. It blows everything else out of the window. Well, there we have it. We murdered everyone in this maze immediately. We've looted its entirety in just a matter of a few seconds and encountered absolutely no opposition. Did you enjoy Brianna Key's visit today? Oh, yes, I did. It was very nice. Thank you for coming by. Okay, now you just go to sleep, little vampire. There you go, there you go. Very nice, very good. Lovely, sir. And we'll just be on our way. Well, that's an entire dungeon cleared in seconds. Right, now I've just gone into Dragon's Reach and crafted myself some superior potions. That's right, I've actually got some more destruction potions. And my destruction skill isn't even that good. We can technically make this even more powerful by getting augmented flames too, meaning we do an additional 50% damage. But what's the point of doing 50% additional damage when, you'll see 7 potions of fortified destruction, which now make destruction spells 12,000% stronger, and also makes me 7,000% more resistant to shock damage. Basically meaning Rihanna Keeves can now get hit by 14,000 lightning bolts simultaneously, and he will still walk away. So what am I going to do with this incredible power? Well, naturally, I think it's probably time that I just murder a large amount of Wyvern. So I'll activate my Flame Cloak, which after choking that potion should now be more powerful. Then I'll just punch this Wyvern guard, aggroing him, and then immediately killing him and all of the other guards in the city. You'll notice that the last witness was killed and the bounty has been removed. This is because, well, all of the Wyvern guards have instantaneously died. So have you. You have also died. So have you. You have also died. What about you? You're now dead, and so are you. As soon as they aggro, they instantaneously die. Now that's true power. Look at this dead Wyvern guard. He died because I punched someone up on those stairs, instantaneously aggroing him and making him dead. Fun fact, if the game also chooses to spawn more guards in, they instantaneously die too. Oh no, look at all of this. What a shame, there's a dead body. Baleful, punch, and punch to you. And glorious success. Everyone is dead. Except Armin, of course. It's not potion's finished. He's decided to run away here. Yes, you go, Armen. You go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've worked out exactly what we should use our newfound power for. Completely decimating one of these slightly more difficult quests in this game. Welcome to the statue of Marida here. It's a very fun little statue, and there's a very fun little quest involving it. Basically, we need to go through this temple to clear it of many, many high-level enemies. There's a few fun boss fights as well, but naturally we're going to cheese the entire thing. Just simply entering the temple and defeating everything. Look, we've made it. All of these poor corpses and the people who tried to come before us. And this is wonderful here. What are we going to find anyone to fight? Maybe it's a happy, peaceful place. Maybe there is no combat. Yes, I'm sure that's the case. Oh, but that does look like enemies. Okay, right now. We could, of course, fight them, but instead we're going to charge up our destruction spell here, activate it, and they are going to start taking damage, but not enough. So we're going to chug a potion of destruction. Bam. And now they die instantaneously after I cast that. Lovely stuff. Best thing is, technically everything in this level is now dead. Right now we must go into the final zone, I think. The actual catacombs of this maze. So we go like this. It's the legendary maze Malforon. Evil boy. We're bad. everyone's dead, including the Gigaboss that spawns in after you kill Malcolm. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, well, let's retrieve this thing. Dawnbreaker is now in my possession. Yes, very majestic. Oh, look, we're hovering above the world, on fire. Beautiful, lovely stuff. Oh, fantastic. We've been offered Dawnbreaker. Give us Dawnbreaker. This is terrible. Burns 12 points of damage. Damage 16? What is this rate? What? Why would anyone want this? Oh, goodness. With the second weapon today, they're conflict with what a load of waste. That's the most useless weapon in the game. Why on earth would you need that? Why do that much damage when you can just evaporate everything and solve it? Like I say, there is technically no limit to the range now. Range is meaningless. If something has the potential to be hostile to me in the entirety of the world of Skyrim, we can kill it. So what we're going to do is set fire to this force, consequently aggravating the entirety of the structure effect, while simultaneously there are hostile Skyrim has to offer a nuclear bomb in Skyrim, blasting anyone who would dare oppose the legend, the beautiful, the majestic, the fabulous and attractive Brianna Keeves. Ladies and gentlemen, let us achieve ultimate power. The horse is now on fire and they are angry. It is time to activate the potion of destruction and release! Glorious. Everything is dead. Only the butterflies remain. True quiet. Peaceful quiet. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've achieved true peace, true tranquility, perfect relaxation. All it took was to take the set fire to the entire If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to click like, and make sure to go down to the comments and collect your entire allegiance and love to the other keys. Many of you to collect those hostile entities, consequently meaning you will marry the skeleton for 5 seconds to comply, so get type in the comments. Anyway, boys, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm sure you'd love to see even more about that video, then it's good break the image and break those people out as possible. Right? As always, ladies and gentlemen, a massive thank you to one of our amazing patrons whose names are on screen now. Look at these majestic sausages. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Hey, it's the second one of the
It's tiny. And also, like a lot of those people, they think that until they play against Shroud, who just fucking aimbots them in like 3 seconds and kills them whenever they have full gear, and he has nothing on except for a small pistol, and then they hate their life. Like, that's what happens, because these people are not, these are not good players. Many of these people are not necessarily good mechanical players, and they only think this in a vacuum. It's the same thing as like the same people that thought, oh man, dude, I can't wait for Classic WoW. And then whenever Classic WoW comes out, oh, that's going to be whenever it really separates the boys from the men. That's going to be where the real good players get to show and shine. That's what's an eager forward to give a massive thank you to the excellent supporters and sponsors who keep this channel alive. More and how you can support at the end. And to this video's sponsor, Honey. So, a word about them. Before I was an MMORPG content creator, Twitch, I was a martial arts instructor, so this has been a major part of my life for many years.
But they're very expensive when to nutrition, so I've used honey to find a discounts on gym. That's crazy. Over the course of the year, I've easily saved a few hundred pounds. I don't advertise products unless my personal use. These bags of protein all bought with discounts through Honey. Honey is a browser tool you download and activate at the checkout screen whenever you buy stuff online. It scans the internet, finding a load of currently active discount codes, and automatically applies them, trying every code find until you end up with the lowest total cost. I've used it to buy everything from mugs to frozen powder and the list of sizes it works on is extensive. There's no subscribe them or something else. Very much is a browser tool that saved me quite a bit of money. You want to download Honey? There's a link in the description that you know that I sent you. It's join.com /.pay. And they are hardcore discount hunter who wants to find those yourself. You'll shop like me and let Honey do it for you. Right, back to the video. So hardcore, cooling, PvP, and modes. What are? Well, they're perpetually online adventure games where you get no other players rusting and stuff. Usually you can attack other people without their permission. This is what many players consider the hardcore part. These are games with very little safety. You are always that risk. These games are usually sandbox designed to feature large worlds with no central narrative or plot. The focus is very varied on an overarching story. The focus is on brutal player versus player combat and the risks that brings. Here again, we've got this in the online right now. The sci-fi space game Online has its high-set and low-set area allowing you to destroy others. More online tools are being built around cracking your own weapons and then killing other players while hunting down NPCs. And the upcoming new world. We played a little bit of Mortal Online 2. I feel like the game wasn't really ready yet, so I haven't really played it that much. But I did find it interesting. It's just that some of the combat, like, I'll be honest with you guys, I think that any game that is a first-person melee combat game, I don't like. And I've been willing to try more now because everybody said it's really, really good. But it was something I could never get over in Elder Scrolls. I feel like they are always chaotic. They are always disorienting. And I just haven't liked it. You know, I've never played a first-person melee combat game that I thought was good. Except for having the sword attitude section. Creation of both put a heavy emphasis on the player versus player aspect, allowing players to control territory and fight others for dominance. These types of hardcore PvP fools and early game do exist. There is a market for it, but it's nowhere near as big as the open narrative which has been got that it's nobody and the more RPG genre that activity uses for being given in general, and the hardcore and each of those players are even more of a specific. It also is like a self-following mechanism because you have people that are like really hardcore, and many people that play these hardcore MMOs play them with the intent of making other people quit the game by being like that dominant in the game. So like it becomes like you have a disproportionate with New World. It's like, so you have the three factions. That's what you play. Right? This is what a new player is going to do in New World, right? Is that unless they have friends on faction or whatever, let's say somebody's coming in this early thing, and they look and they open up the map, and every single territory is green. Every single territory is purple. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's hard to say. You see what I mean? And so, like, they're obviously going to pick that. And so, this is the same thing with WoW. Like, more people play Horde. And because more people play Horde, more people play Horde. And because more people play Horde, then more people play Horde. And this is the same thing with the world, and it's the same thing with school leader. Cool PvP design, like to name also owned by Activision Blizzard, made more money than World of Warcraft. This table breaks down the Blizzard statistically World of Warcraft. I hate that.
Can I help?
No, you can't. I'll be done soon. The Raffins left her crooked as a bag of snakes. Did you sleep all right?
Can't complain. And you? Reasonably rested?
I think you had nightmares. You screamed a few times.
Really?
Don't worry. I'm accustomed to that sort of thing. When Mitch and Scorpion came back from the war, they tossed and turned night after night. For months this went on. Whatever it is, it'll pass.
Yeah, let's hope so. Come up with anything? For Hellman, I mean.
As a matter of fact, I did. Look here.
Okay, tell me.
We're the wrench. The cutter is the AV. And the screwdriver is where the AV should bury its nose cone in the dust. Now, you must be wondering how you need the AV to do that.
That old HMG of yours.
My gun will be useful elsewhere. This caliber would barely dent the armor of a heavy hitter like that. There are other ways. Here. The clamps are a solution. A sat-wave power station.
Power station. Wait, you want to use an EMP?
Bullseye.
But how? We can't generate that sort of pulse on command.
Would you like to bet me? We drive up to the power collection unit, break in and override the controls and lift any limiters. As soon as the AV is in range, we set off the electromagnetic turbo pulse. This should smoke the AV
So
systems.
the drive, nav systems.
Communications. Everything. Out like a light. They won't stand a chance in hell. What's gotten into you?
Remember, need Hellman alive, unharmed. Gotta try not to blow the AV to bits, okay?
I know, but I'd say your man had best be buckled in. This idea, if it works, you'll be in for a rough landing.
All right, let's ride.
Great. Hop in. It's cold out here.
Who owns this power station? Gov or Corp?
Is there any difference? Who do you think pulls the government's strings?
Hey, I'm just wondering whose toes we're about to step all over.
V, look around. It is simple. Everything you see is owned by a corporation.
You like to mess with the corpse, huh?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Or wait, scratch that. Rogue, Nash, the Raffins.
You're on thin ice, V.
You just like to mess with everyone.
Well, then I suppose it's a good thing I'm on your side, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And now for something completely different. Weirdest thing you've ever transported. Go.
What? Are we playing 20 questions?
Come on, answer.
The Deputy Finance Director of Caucase.
That's chauffeuring, not smuggling.
He rode in the trunk. Flatlined.
Really? Dead?
A long story. Maybe someday I'll tell you. We've almost reached the dam. We'll make a quick stop here. We need to calibrate you with the turret. I want you to be able to use the gun, too. It should up our chances in general. Connect here.
Do we really have to waste our time on this?
We do. Unless you've already used one of these without help, while moving, while taking fire from all directions, and still managed to hit something. But somehow, I don't believe that's the case. So don't argue. Just connect.
How should I connect? Personal link?
How else? Just watch the jack. Sometimes you have to jig a little bit.
Wired in.
Wait a moment. Diagnostics first. Shit, it keeps giving me an error. Odd. Let me work around it.
And now, Pan Am, here's Johnny. Out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Great work, V.
Hey, I think your implant has a virus. The one in the nape of your neck.
I've got a bioprocessor in my head that operates independently of me. Probably why your diagnostics flagged it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But no data will leak out of it through the personal link. Your ride's secure.
Fine. I trust you won't fuck anything up. Okay. Here goes nothing. See that pile of junk? Fire a short burst into it. I'll take care of the calibration. Good. Next target. Single shot. Okay. Just one more. Longer round. Great. We're done, I think. And that wasn't so bad, was it?
Calibration's fine, but your soft could really use an update. Scanner, controllers, all a couple of generations back at least. There's better tech in the bargain bin at a kabuki flea market. I can help you with that, you know.
Yes, sure. The most important thing is that it works now.
So where's this power station?
You'll see in a moment. I know a spot. We'll have a decent view from there. I just want to be sure the area is clear.
Sabotage a Corpo power station. Jump a Corpo transport. Kidnap a Corpo suit.
Is this a plug for the word corpo, or do you have a point?
Know what? You're starting to remind me of me. 50 years back. Minus the charisma. An impressive cock. Maybe we can just get along.
Let me remind you, I want Hellman from me, not to stick it to Arasaka. This is life or death. My life or
Let me
death.
remind you that Sokka and their fucked up tech is what got you here. Who gives a shit about motives? Ends justify the means, and right now your end is to survive.
All looks clear. The area looks deserted. I see no patrols. The huge thing is the collection unit. And see the antennas? Each antenna collects microwave energy from satellites in orbit. That's then converted into electric power.
Antennas run a ways down the interstate. We set off a chain reaction that starts in the collection unit,
Then each antenna will emit a massive EMP burst.
while our AV flies right into our net.
We just have to send out the pulse at the right moment.
Let's go get her.
When we arrive at the station, you overload the systems. I'll set up a bypass link for the detonator.
Why don't I start with the transformers? Make mayhem in the relative voltages. Rest should move faster after that.
Not a bad idea. It's just...
Yeah, I know, the converters. But they shouldn't be a problem. I'll just crank everything up past max.
seems we think alike.
So what now?
We wait. We should time our arrival to the AV flight.
Got it.
Good. Time to roll.
Done anything like this before?
Downing an AV? By myself? No. Why do you ask?
Power station, EMP, the systems, networks. Came up with a really solid plan.
Thank you. How you approach things, that's the trick. Mine is the AAA.
Wait, what now?
Assessment, assembly, action. Whatever your task, you do three things. Start by assessing what you already have and what you'll face. The problem. Then you plan with those variables in mind. Take what you have, get what you need, assemble things, people. Finally, you take action. Simple.
Got one word for you. T-shirts.
AAA. It's all you need to lead the good life. That and the occasional cold beer.
Your method. AAA. That all you?
Not at all. I learned it from the Aldecaldos. Mitch and Scorpion. They were trained in something like it during the war. Then they made it their own. It's come in handy, I can't deny. And it will again now.
What if, something goes ass up?
Well, then your ass had better improvise. Did you really think I'd just give you a foolproof secret to success?
Gotta say, almost had me believe in just that.
You're too much sometimes, V. Okay, we'll be there in a moment. One last time. We drive in, fuck up the system, and get the hell out of there. Hold on tight. This could get a little bumpy. Get ready.
Okay, I'm ready. I'll deal with it.
Deal quick before they hit us! Get rid of those! Good enough.
Is that all of them?
Let it Find the controls. I'll connect the detonator. Quick, V.
Ah, shit! Ah, shit! Think we might have overdone it, Pan Am.
You see that? All lit up and blinking like a Christmas
Girl, you
tree.
wanted 11. You got 11.
Fuck yeah! Let's get out of here before it lights us up too.
V, get the fuck out before something happens to the chip.
Thanks for the tip. You know, I was just about to set up a picnic. Maybe lay out. Work on my base tan.
Watch out. The next one might.
Johnny? Johnny?
Fucking hell. Okay, I'm fine. It's okay, just... It's okay, I'm fine, yeah. Just... Delta the fuck out.
Not the cleanest job, perhaps, but it still went well.
What about the detonator? Is it working?
Yes, it's working. And now you're driving the signal strength. We just need to drive far away enough to keep the pulse from blasting us too. The cliff there. We'll set up. It should give us a good view of the antennas. And then we wait.
Okay.
Here.
Always wanted to push the big red button on something like this. How do we know when?
Don't worry. I'll have eyes on it. You just wait for my signal. Then set off that pulse. They won't know what hit them. And by the way,
What?
we are about to knock a multi-million euro dollar Kang Tao asset clean out of the sky. How does that make you feel?
We only got one chance, Pan Am. Let's not screw it up.
Fear not. I finish what I start. Always.
Just noticed.
What?
It's quiet. The hum of the city, people's voices, the smells. It's all gone. Wind just intensifies it. Think I forgot quiet exists.
Mm-hmm. Though maybe not the smells. I mean, the coyotes. Rather hard to miss.
Thought that was just the air freshener in your Thornton.
Ha ha. Screw you. You'd do better to focus on the AV. Keep your eyes open. It's there, coming from Pacifica. All right, get ready. One more second. One more. Now!
Boom. There she is.
Shit! What's happening?
Fan-fucking-tastic. Fuck.
Bullseye!
Pan Am, the engines are still running. Fuck, they're getting away.
They're going nowhere.
We gotta go after it.
Give me a moment.
Pan Am, what are you doing?
That's how you do it!
It's losing altitude.
We got the bastard.
Let's go.
We got it!
No way it stays in the air after a blast like
We
that.
either land or crash.
You catch that? Over. AV, unmarked. Losing out.
Mitch,
There?
Scorpion! What the hell are they
Finishing
doing?
up at the generators. Follow them. On my way in a bit. Battery
Mitch,
should sort
Scorpion,
itself out.
it's Pan Am! Don't go near that AV! I repeat, do not approach the AV!
On the way, or I'll start the party without you.
It's Kang Tao! Wait for me, or better get the hell out! They probably want to help the survivors, without knowing it's corporate. They can't hear me! The pulse is interfering. Shit! I have 3 on radar!
Drones?
Yes, get ready. They're trying to slow us down. We won't let them. We have to reach Mission Scorpion.
Pan Am, problem. Not shooting.
Shit! Probably jammed again. I'll fix it. Hold on tight. Going on autopilot. Seized up. Son of a
They're on
bitch.
our tail. Pan Am.
I know! Fucking latches! Don't want to open! Just a second!
Pan Am?
It's nothing. I'm fine. Okay, it should work now. For the time being.
Time being's all we need.
At least.
Saw it. Behind that hill.
Well, one less thing to worry about. Ugh.
Pan Am, you okay?
Fucking ricochet.
Think you can manage?
Sure. I'll live. Don't worry.
Hey man, where are you? Hello?
Perfect.
Scorpion?
Keep broadcasting over an open channel, just in case they missed you the first time. God, I swear. Something's not right. Did you hear those shots? V, something happened to them.
Let's check it out.
I see the wreck, but no Scorpion or Mitch. Looks expired. Fuck. V, connect to the drone. We'll scan the area. We have to get our bearings.
They won't mark us?
I'll enable the masking. Their scanners are out. They're blind.
Let's roll. You connecting to visual?
Mm-hmm. V, if they got the Aldecaldos, if they got Mitch and Scorpion, I don't...
I know. Connected. I'm in control.
Oh no, no, no.
I'm sorry. Your clan?
Aldecaldos. Yes. They're dead. All of them. V, if they...
Don't worry. We don't know for sure.
Corporate rats. They've set up the launcher. They'll tear us to shreds if we get too close.
Can we take it down somehow?
Maybe. But we have to get there first. Mitch! He's alive! They have them!
Got 5 Kangs on patrol. Combat drones. Defense systems active.
This... If not for those damned glitches, I could have warned them! This is all my doing! Why in the hell were they following the AV? The fools!
Listen, we saw Mitch. They probably got Scorpion too. We'll find them. Help them out.
If they're still alive.
They're alive. Everything's gonna be okay.
Mind that launcher. It will blow us to bits if we approach.
Okay, here's the plan. You stay in the car.
No, not so fast. I will go with you. Those are my people.
Pan Am. Hate to break it to you, but you're hurt. Wait in the car. I'll try and take out the launcher.
Fine. But I have Mitch's rifle. And we'll try to cover you from here. V? What's gotten into you? V?
Good idea. Let's move.
refusing to cooperate.
Hell yeah! Won't get rid of us that easily! Hell yeah!
Path's clear.
I'm coming for you. Open the door. I'll cover you.
Step back! Back! Toss your weapons, or I'll shoot! I repeat, drop your weapons, now!
You don't see the shit you're in? You shoot him, and a millisecond later, you'll eat lead too.
I let him go, I'll still eat lead! Shoot Shut up!
Listen, this isn't about you. Let him go, and tell me where your passenger is.
I don't know where they took him!
Hell no! He's lying!
Look, you got 2 seconds to make up your damn mind. Aldecaldos will ride up here any minute now.
They headed west for the gas station, but I can't guarantee they're still there.
You remember the
Shut
cowboy?
the fuck up!
Fuck!
Pan Am!
God damn it!
Oh, shit.
Are you alright?
Just some scratches.
You fucking morons!
Did you get hit? Hang on. I'll patch you
It's
up.
nothing. Let's go.
We couldn't retreat, Pan Am. They regrouped so fast. Started shooting rockets and shit. I lost everyone.
Everyone? Scorpion, is he here? Mitch? Mitch? He's safe, right?
Pan Am, I'm sorry. I didn't make it in time.
No. No! Are you sure? No,
Scorpion, the rest. I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner.
They were good people. Great people. They didn't have to die here.
I should have stopped him.
I tried. He wouldn't have listened to you either. Never was much of a listener.
Stubborn bastard.
I'm guessing since you were out here for the AV. The question is, why?
Everything okay? You need anything?
Thanks for saving my ass, V.
Sorry about your people, but I need to keep moving. Why dive straight for the AV? Didn't notice the markings?
We saw it was damaged. We know this land. We knew where it would fall. We had no idea it was Kang Tao. I figured they might need help. Couldn't have been more.
I need the man who...
Yep. Took.
Must be...
So you...
Yeah, we tried to...
What's the plan? What's gotten into you?
Pan Am, listen. I know it's not the best time, but I need Hellman. I promised to help. That still hold?
I always keep my word. Mitch, I will find those sons of bitches. I swear.
Go. I'll call the crew. Get all this cleaned up.
We'll leave my ride here just in case. Just watch the gun, it likes to jam. We'll go by bike.
Sounds good. If they made it to the station, they're probably waiting on backup. Better hurry. But Penn,
What?
you're coming back for her, right?
I promise. Let's get going, before they send a rescue party. V, it's time we moved. V,
Scorpion
it's time
and the
we
rest.
moved.
Look, I know how you feel. I mean it. I'll help you settle your score with Kang Tao.
I will destroy them, V. Every last one.
We're in this together. To the bitter end.
You know what, V? You're all right. You helped me with Nash. You helped me with Mitch. To my mind, I owe you a favor. Your Hellman. I will find him.
Ah, so that's what this is? Just paying your debts?
No. Nomads always help their own.
Oh, so I'm one of yours now. Sounds good. Let's Delta to that station. Hope you know a shortcut.
Mm-hmm. Get ready. The bikes are fine. Hop on. Scorpion said I would hate Night City.
He knew you that well?
Probably better than I know myself. He said when I'd had enough of the city, we would get ourselves an RV. Then we'd stock up and hit the road. Crater Lake. That was his big dream.
Heard it's beautiful there. And that Ryan Deemer's car is rusting at the bottom.
What? Who?
That corpo stole some sort of prototype. I think it was Militech. You don't remember? Anyway, chased the guy through 3 states, only to fish his body up out of the lake.
Killed himself?
Doubt it. Think they hit him with the virus. Anyway, lost control. Probably suffocated before he could drown.
That is fucked up.
You start thinking about all that sad shit for a minute, right?
Ha!
Drones,
get 'em.
patrols. Definitely set up shop here.
I I see. They must have Hellman locked up somewhere.